Welcome back, everybody. So here in San Francisco, football greatness clearly runs in the family. Hailey Lott Williams. She is the daughter of 49ers legend and Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott, and as you know, she's also the wife of Leonard Williams of the Seahawks. Well, earlier today we caught up with Hailey to talk about football, family, and finding calm in the chaos. The NFC Championship, the pictures of you on the field with him kissing your belly. And then at one point he scoops you up and you're like sobbing. Walk me through that.
Yeah, it was such a special moment. We were all the girls, we didn't really know what was going on in the game. We're all gathered together, and once we found out the news, we all are crying and just so joyful. We're all running onto the field trying to find our partners, and when I saw him, I just remember him picking me up, like you said, and I felt like he was holding me like a little baby, and I love that feeling of the way he loves me and the way he cares for me.
Couldn't help but notice you're due in a few weeks.
I know.
And it's just been precious to watch him interact with you and kissing your belly all of the time. So travel, soon to be new parents.
Yes.
What has this all been like for you? How are you soaking up this moment?
I think we're just being really flexible and fluid because we've never been this far, right, in football. And so for my husband, it's different. It's harder on his body, and so I'm adjusting. Being pregnant is harder on my body, and so he's adjusting. So it's really just about us talking, communicating, learning from each other, and being the best support we can in each moment.
What is it like to be here for the Super Bowl in your hometown?
It is so special, just being able to be with family. Last night my mom picked me up from the airport. She took me right to see my husband. So it just feels familiar, comfortable, and I feel so blessed to be here.
You are the daughter of a 49ers legend, Hall of Famer, Ronnie Lott, and now you're watching your husband sort of step into that spotlight. What has that been like, that journey? It's
been amazing to watch them. They've always been close. They've had this connection with football, but to see them bond in this special, unique way that only happens to so many NFL players, I feel like has been really important for my husband to have that support.
Do they talk all about football all of the time? I mean, because it's been their life since you were a child, right?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
In your own right, you have created a very successful business on breathing, meditation, and mindfulness. I want to know the backstory of that and how that has helped you and your husband be in the NFL and be in the spotlight like you are.
Yeah, it's so interesting. My mom actually had us doing family yoga when we were kids, and that's kind of where my journey, I feel like, with meditation started. So I struggled with my own mental health issues, and meditation kind of became the practice that was the holistic way for me to heal. And that was 10 years ago that I started really studying it and started teaching it myself. So my mom was really pivotal in that. It doesn't have to be anything special. It's really just how can we come back to our breath? How can we come back to this moment? How can we feel our feet where we are?
It's really being present, right?
Yeah.
And not looking too far into the future or the past, being just really in the moment, truly.
Yeah, and allowing ourselves to enjoy it. And that's kind of what the playoff journey, I feel like, has been for us. Of like, wow, we've always dreamt about being here, but let's not let it slip away from us. How can we really soak in every single second of it?
And then you share that, what you learn, and your just knowledge on meditation and breathing with so many other people, and the Seahawks honored you for the work that you do, amazing community work you do. What was that like?
That was such another special moment for me because I remember I said in my speech, this world, I think the world at large is very male-centered. You've probably experienced that in your career.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and for the Seahawks to take a moment to acknowledge me and the way that I showed up is everything.
Is there anything that we don't know about him that he wouldn't mind you sharing that would be sort of you didn't know this, but?
Well, Leo is a man of many things, like such as this. He is kind of known for his plant, like that's his, he's a plant daddy, if you will. He has tons of plants, probably 100 that he cares for. And I think the thing people think is that I take care of them, and he's every off day working just as hard as he does on the football field, watering the plants, polishing the leaves, and he just has this care
Very
for things.
nurturing.
It is very nurturing. He's going to be a great dad.
How are you feeling going into that game?
I feel so excited and so grateful and just so curious to see what he's going to do. He's an amazing player. The team is filled with amazing men that just have this connection that I've never seen before. So I'm truly excited just to see like what they come up with, because each week, you know, you've been watching and just seeing these crazy plays that they do and these things that we're just like, wow, like you guys are all incredible. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is just being with my family and just seeing like the ways that the Seahawks surprise us and wow us. And yeah, just I'm excited for that.
Such a full circle moment for the Lott and Williams families. And so you can imagine all of them are going to be in the stands on Sunday to watch Leonard Williams in his first ever Super Bowl.